Spring is in the air, and fortunately for us, that means wildlife is abound. Welcome to another episode of My Natural Life, where we inspire your mind, body, and spirit the natural way. I'm your host and trail guide, Vicente Harrison, and I'm here to show you simple ways that you can integrate nature into your everyday life for overall health and wellness. On this episode of My Natural Life, I'll be back in the field trailblazing with my family. We'll be at the Ridgefield Wildlife Refuge in Ridgefield, Washington. The Ridgefield Wildlife Refuge consists of 5,200 acres of marshes, grasslands, and woodlands. It was established in 1965 to provide vital refuge for wintering waterfowl, particularly the Canadian goose, whose nesting habitat was destroyed from an earthquake in 1964. In addition to Canadian geese, the refuge is home for many birds, including the sandhill cranes, mallards, great blue heron, barn owls, and the bald eagle, to name a few. It is also home for the black-tailed deer and cougar, as well as smaller mammals such as coyote, foxes, bobcats, beavers, river otters, and more. According to the National Wildlife Federation, wildlife conservation is the preservation and protection of animals, plants, and their habitats. By conserving wildlife, we're ensuring that future generations can enjoy our natural world and experience firsthand the incredible species that live within it. As we have shared on previous episodes of My Natural Life, it is important to have the right tools for the job. And for this nature adventure, you'll need binoculars to get a closer view of the wildlife you'll be exploring. It is also advised to have a reliable camera. That way you can snap some vivid photos for later viewing. For any nature adventure, large or small, it is important to have a reliable water bottle so that you can stay hydrated. And last but certainly not least, we advise you to have a checklist as well as a field guide to check off the wildlife you'll be viewing, as well as read up on their habitats so that you can identify them much easier. If you have all those things, then you're ready for your adventure. We're here at the Ridgefield Wildlife Refuge, and remember, we all must do our part in conservation in order to preserve the wildlife. I'm excited to see today at the Wildlife Refuge some raptors, the big birds, eagles, and hawks. Vicente, what are you excited to see?
I'm excited to see a yellow-winged blackbird, and I really hope we see it.
All right, well, we're about to start our tour, and hopefully we get some wildlife footage for you to enjoy. A couple quick tips for when you visit a wildlife refuge. Always remember to wear clothing that is nice in earth tones. That way you don't startle the wildlife and that you can blend into the background. Also remember to keep your movements quiet and still. That way you don't disturb the wildlife in their natural habitat, and you can get great photos if you are quiet and still. Lastly, remember to take time and listen to the sounds that you hear. Many sounds in nature are relaxing and peaceful, and they can be a benefit to yourself if you just take time, be still, and listen. As we enter Ridgefield Wildlife Refuge, the excitement gets underway quickly as we spot a great blue heron having his lunch, which appears to be a small snake. As we move along in the refuge, we spotted another gardener snake who better be on the lookout for that hungry blue heron. I am happy we were able to stumble upon this family of deer, the Colombian black-tailed deer is found in western North America, from Northern California into the Pacific Northwest of the United States and coastal British Columbia in Canada. Those black ducks with the white bills you see swimming in the pond are called American coots. They're plump, chicken-like birds that act like ducks. They have large feet that are yellow and green and oddly lobed, and their heads jerk back and forth when they're swimming. Vicente, let us know what you like about the refuge and being out in nature.
Number one, I love being outside, enjoying the warm sun and the cool breeze. I also love the bird watch with my dad. I've been doing it since I was a little kid. I like seeing the birds I already know and identifying new birds. I also like enjoying other wildlife like geese, nutria, turtles, and deer. I like seeing them in their different habitats, and that's what I love about nature.
It's time for everyone's favorite segment on My Natural Life, Nature Getaway. Thank you to Diana Johnson from North Carolina, who sent us wonderful photos of her hike at Crowder's Mountain on the Pinnacle Trail. Thank you to Graydon and Candy Gush from Omaha, Nebraska, along with his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Gush, who took wonderful photos at Canyon Falls in Yellowstone National Park. Way to go, trailblazers. If you'd like to share pictures of you and your family taking time to explore the benefits of nature, I'd love to post them on this platform. Send photos to TheArtistCollectiveGroup at gmail.com. We post every week, so who knows who might be next. That's our show for today. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share this message of wealth with your loved ones. Until we meet again, stay peaceful, stay healthy, and stay natural.